Hey everyone, Shinjoi here, and today I'm going to bring you my guide for levels 30 through 50 on the Rogue class, particularly the Saboteur soul within the Rogue class. Give you a bit of a breakdown of what it looks like for me at this point. 5 in Ranger, 40 in Saboteur, 21 in Assassin. Now Saboteur, everything's basically the same as it was 1 through 30 if you watch my 1 through 30 guide. Pick up nimble fingers, remote clipping, silent setup, improved blast charge, increased explosive power, improved spike charge, improved detonate, charge booster, annihilation bomb. Then going ahead, residual shrapnel, demolition specialist, the trapper, landmines, carpet bombing, bomb specialist. I mean, it's pretty standard as far as that goes. Now, over in the assassin tree, we have 5 in ruthlessness, increases our crit chance. I put 3 in serrated blades. Not that really has any impact on us at all, but you gotta put the 3 points somewhere, right? Might as well be at a chance to bleed, and if you're doing melee weapons for some reason. 2 in murderous intent for increased physical damage. 5 in cruel vengeance for critical hits, increase our damage by 10% for 10 seconds. 2 points in magnified pain, increases our crit damage and healing bonuses. And the main reason we go into assassin tree is poison potency, which increases our poison abilities by 15%. Now our charges count as poison abilities, so that works good. And most people stop there. I like to go on ahead and put another point in improved stealth for my leveling builds, because doggone it, stealth that's not going to run out after 30 seconds is just so freaking useful, man. It's crazy. Plus we pick up exposed weakness, which means that you're going to do additional damage to your target for 20 seconds. You get leeching poison, which will work on your auto attack. Since we have ranger, that means that our ranged weapon is our primary weapon, and that the DPS from our ranged weapon is what is used to calculate all of our damage for our attacks. So leeching poison will work on your auto attacks, as will lethal poison, which increases your crit chance against an enemy. Good ones to have. In the ranger tree, we just pick up 5 points in Eagle Eye to increase our crit chance. All the abilities that we get are pretty much useless to us. I mean, we don't need them at all with this build. So now that I've given you a rundown of the build, let me show you some of the abilities that we picked up. I told you a little bit about the assassin tree and some of the ones that are good in it. The leeching poison is decent. You know, I mean, it's going to be a minor thing from your auto attacks, but hey, it's there, you know. And same with lethal poison. Lethal poison should be able to stay up on your target, especially if you're doing, say, a boss, end of a dungeon or something like that. Lethal poison should be rolling on him pretty constantly. Poison malice is going to come into play when I show you doing AoE Saboteur. How to AoE grind or AoE level if you're using that. And then of course we've got the incapacitate, which is knocks the enemy out for 45 seconds. We use that from stealth, and I already told you about the exposed weakness. And then Saboteur tree, blast charge is pretty standard. Your spike charge is your bleed. Both of those are pretty standard. Use single target. Spike charge you're going to be using with your rotation with boss mobs and either invasions, rifts, or in dungeons. You're going to open up with your spike charge and then going ahead and do a couple rotations of either blast charge or shrapnel charge, depending upon if you've got ads that pop up on the boss, and then redo your spike charge once it runs out. We also pick up annihilation bomb, which, since we have it demolition specialist, annihilation bomb is going to cause all of our blast charges and spike charges on the primary target to detonate, and that damage is going to go to 2 other enemies within 7 meters of that primary target. Outstanding to use for AoE. Shrapnel charge is another AoE charge that we can use for up to 10 enemies. So say you've only got 2 other enemies plus your primary. Going ahead and use your regular blast charges or spike charges. If it's more than that, you want to use your shrapnel charges to make sure that you hit as many enemies as you can. Landmines is going to come into play when I show you the AoE grinding or leveling aspect of it. They're just fun. They're fun as hell. You know, it's always funny. A mob runs in, hits it, and gets blown up in the air away from you. It's just great. Ember Charge is a debuff that it puts on an enemy. They take 1 additional % of damage for 30 seconds for every charge that you put on them. It's a good debuff. If you don't have, say, a mage or somebody who can put that debuff on in your group. Debilitating Trap is a similar thing, except that decreases the attack power and spell power of the enemy for 15 seconds. Splinter Charge is a armor debuff that places on the target. Most of the time you're either going to have a warrior or a rogue in your group, a rogue ranger, that will go on ahead and put that debuff so you won't have to worry about it. But it is there. And Choking Gas Bomb is an AoE silence that lasts for 8 seconds. Caltrip Charge, you might use that in PvP. It's slow, but I'm not too familiar about that. You got Chemical Bomb, which is an AoE damage. And it's a little something extra you can throw in there if you need to. I mean, Saboteur has so many fun things to play around with, man. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And of course, you got your Adhesive Bomb, or I call it the Sticky Bomb standard. You've been using that since forever. So, alright, that's kind of a rundown of our abilities. Let's go on ahead, go out, and see what they look like. Okay, our single target really hasn't changed any. Go on ahead, smack them with some blast charges. Lay down, Sticky Bomb, hit them with a couple more blast charges, boom, they're dead. I mean, that hasn't changed since you were level 1 or 2. I mean, same thing there. Alright, now show you some AoE here. Let me take out this guy real quick. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright, now if you notice, I am level 50, and I am in an area that is full of 45s. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down our landmines, lay down a booby trap. Ooh, killed a snake. Alright. Going to go down ahead and put some blast charges on our main guy here. Round up a couple of these guys. Want to stun them. Lay down booby trap. Detonate. They're dead. Booby trap. Booby trap. Booby trap. And they're dead. Simple. Easy. Nothing to worry about. I love this. Boom! Come on, sucker! Bang! They get knocked back. Move them over to another one. They're dead. Oh, picked another one up. Nah, get out of here. Blow him. Lay down some booby traps. And he's dead. I mean, the Saboteur has so many different ways that you can do things. I just showed you one way to do AoE with landmines and then booby trap prep, round them up. If you notice, I put blast charges on my primary target, rounded up some more, then used my Annihilation Bomb, which, because I have it Demolition Specialist, means that that bomb, Annihilation Bomb, set off those blast charges and did damage to both of the other mobs that were there. So all three of those mobs took blast charge damage. Then I hit my detonate, which did additional damage to the primary mob, killed it, and started laying down booby traps and took out the other two. Now my health did drop quite a bit, and that's going to happen because you have no way to shield yourself or no way to regain health once you've killed the mobs. That's why I recommend, if you're going to be doing a lot of AoE grinding with this build, you need a lot of drinks because you're going to spend a lot of time drinking. Now I wanted to show you one more time something else that you could do. Go ahead and put your shrapnel charges on your primary target. Alright. Hit your Poison Malice, do a little bit more damage. Stun them. Lay down your landmines. Lay down your booby trap. Detonate. And just lay down the rest of the booby traps. Take them out. Poison Malice did damage to them as well. I didn't take nearly as much damage that time as previously. Poison Malice does about, at level 50, does about 31 points a hit when they hit you. Adds a little bit extra damage to it, but it is on a 2-minute cooldown. And that time I went with Shrapnel Charge instead of my Blast Charges. Now my Shrapnel Charge adds a bleed for 6 seconds. It does 50% of the damage that the Shrapnel Charge does as a bleed over 6 seconds. And I find that does a little bit more damage than just a regular Blast Charge, then Annihilation Bomb, and going into your booby traps. So there's a couple different ways that you can do your AoE grind and break things up a little bit. I haven't found under any circumstances to where I was really in danger of dying unless I pulled, say, 5 or more mobs at once. And even then, they're still going to go down relatively fast. I mean, it's nothing I would worry about. Just that my health dropped a little lower than I'd like it to. And that's been some basic tactics on using Saboteur as you're leveling up. Pretty simple, easy, nothing to worry about. Takes a little practice. Don't forget, you also got carpet bombing, so you could Annihilation Bomb the crap out of them if you wanted to. I mean, it just has so many different utilities and abilities to spice things up. I've never found myself getting in a rut using my Saboteur to where I just got bored using the same thing over and over and over again. There are so many different things you can do. It's pretty crazy. And I always have a lot of fun with it, Ha! Got him. Alright, this has been Shinjoi, bringing you a leveling guide, levels 30 through 50. Showed you my build once more here at the end, so you can take a look at it, see where I got my points into it. I hope y'all had fun. Please make sure to like the video if you found it helpful. Leave a comment, good or bad. I appreciate everything, especially any help that you might want to give me on my videos, something else you'd like to see besides the way that I do them. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel, and I also have a blog, which you can, the links on my YouTube channel under my website. I have commentary on the game and the community, what's going on with that, and also I have links to all my other videos that you can find there on my blog besides my YouTube channel. Have fun and happy rifting!